The NBA, an empire built on legacy, loyalty, and competition, is suddenly under fire. Two names have emerged at the center of a growing storm. Chauncey Billups, the respected head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, and Terry Rozier, the dynamic guard from the Miami Heat. Tim Donaghy scandal. One veteran NBA insider told The Athletic, "If even part of this turns out to be true, it could shake the entire foundation of professional basketball." The report, initially broken by independent journalists, claims that both men may have been involved in unethical connections to online betting platforms. And while both have denied wrongdoing, in late September, odd betting patterns began appearing around select NBA preseason games. At first, no one paid attention. After all, betting spikes happen. But then, analysts noticed something strange. Someone knew something, one Vegas sportsbook manager said. The betting wasn't random. It was precise, predictive. Within weeks, the data began pointing toward specific game outcomes involving teams coached by or associated with Chauncey Billups. The numbers didn't lie. Bets worth hundreds of thousands were being placed seconds before line changes, with uncanny accuracy. At the same time, federal cyber investigators started tracing linked crypto wallets used to place those bets. And somewhere along that trail, a name popped up that no one expected. Terry Rozier, cut to anchor voice. Rozier, known for his explosive style and underdog journey, was suddenly in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. According to leaked internal memos, Rozier's digital footprint matched a user involved in at least 12 suspicious wagers. The NBA's integrity unit immediately flagged the data. But before they could act, the story leaked. By the first week of November, every sports desk in America was running the same headline. NBA gambling probe expands. Billups. Rozier named in federal inquiry. A source inside the Miami Heat organization claimed Rozier looked visibly shaken during team meetings. Another insider told Yahoo Sports he's been quiet, withdrawn, like he knows something's coming. Meanwhile, Billups, a man once celebrated as Mr. Big Shot, a finals MVP, a role model, faced mounting scrutiny. For years, he'd built a reputation as one of the league's most respected minds. But now, the narrative was shifting fast. The question wasn't just, did he bet? It was, did he know? As the investigation deepened, according to sources, Commissioner Adam Silver held an emergency meeting with league executives to discuss possible next steps. The EDT league can't afford another Donaghy moment, they said. If coaches or players are tied to bets, this isn't just bad optics. It's an existential threat. Billups, through his legal team, denied all allegations, calling them false, reckless, and defamatory. Rozier remained silent, only posting a cryptic Instagram story. A photo of himself in practice gear with the caption, "I stand on truth." Meanwhile, the sports world is divided. Some believe the evidence is circumstantial. Others think this could be the biggest scandal since the Black Sox. "We've seen this movie before," said former NBA referee Tim Donaghy, who himself was convicted for betting on games he officiated. Clips of Billups' championship days are now trending again, but not in celebration. And for Rozier, a player who clawed his way up from the streets of Youngstown to NBA stardom, the thought of losing it all feels unbearable. "He worked too hard to throw it away like this," one fan wrote. "If it's real, it's tragic." Inside the league, the fear runs deeper. Players are being warned about gambling app usage, text communications, and private groups. The league's integrity is its lifeblood. Lose that, and everything collapses. Within days of the scandal breaking, the NBA headquarters in New York turned into a fortress of silence. Reporters lined the streets outside, cameras rolling around the clock, waiting for any sign of a response from Commissioner Adam Silver. Silver said during a tense press conference, "We are fully cooperating with federal authorities. If any violations are confirmed, disciplinary action will be swift and decisive." His words were measured, but his expression told another story, the weight of history pressing down. Behind closed doors, executives were panicking. Sponsors like Nike and Gatorade demanded clarity. ESPN producers were re-editing highlight reels to remove clips of Rozier and Billups until more facts emerged. As investigators dug deeper, new documents surfaced, including transaction records showing crypto transfers totaling over $750,000 between mid-July and early October. According to reports, one of these accounts was traced back to a digital wallet belonging to a member of an NBA coaching staff. "Gambling anymore," said one ESPN analyst. "If coaching staff were involved, it means information was being leaked from inside the system." The FBI's cyber division confirmed they were collaborating with sports integrity bodies. A clear sign this was no longer an internal NBA issue. It was now a federal criminal investigation. For Chauncey Billups, the man once hailed as Mr. Big Shot, the emotional fallout was devastating. Former teammates described him as heartbroken and furious. One close friend told Bleacher Report, "He's pacing all night, reading every article, every comment. He feels betrayed, like the world turned on him overnight." But to many fans, sympathy was fading fast. When you wear that suit and coach young players. By midweek, the atmosphere inside NBA locker rooms was unlike anything in recent memory. Players deleted betting apps, scrubbed private chat groups, and even stopped discussing injury reports outside official meetings. The NBA is fighting for survival. Every news outlet wanted a piece of the story. Some painted it as a tragedy, others as a full-blown betrayal. Fox Sports ran the headline, "From Hero to Headline, Billups' Legacy in Question." Meanwhile, ESPN's morning show debated the moral side of gambling in professional sports. "This is just the tip of the iceberg," one sports blogger tweeted. "There's no way it stops with Rozier and Billups." Days later, sources close to the probe confirmed the investigation was expanding to multiple NBA teams and even foreign betting syndicates. Investigators discovered that international accounts had been placing synchronized bets seconds apart, often used when someone inside a team leaks upcoming events to bettors in real time. "That's not luck," said one gaming analyst. "That's a network." The phrase NBA betting ring began trending nationwide. Meanwhile, legal analysts warned that if any player or coach was proven to have passed on inside data for financial gain, criminal conspiracy charges could follow. Inside the NBA Players Association, a quiet civil war was brewing. Some members wanted full transparency. One veteran player reportedly told his teammates, "If the league sacrifices a couple of guys to save face." During one nationally televised game, a fan held up a sign that read, "Who can we trust? The players? The coaches? The league itself?" As the scandal consumed headlines, families of those involved began feeling the heat, too. Billups' wife, Piper, was reportedly overwhelmed by online harassment. Rozier's mother received threats through social media. "They're paying the price for something they didn't do." LeBron James during a press conference. "You work your whole life to build something, and one bad move from somebody can make people doubt everything." That line, "doubt everything," summed up the mood perfectly. Because now, doubt was the only thing spreading faster than the story itself. Late one Friday night, an encrypted document quietly appeared on an anonymous online forum known for leaking high-profile scandals. Within minutes, screenshots began circulating across X, formerly Twitter, Reddit, and sports blogs. The headline on that document stopped everyone cold. "Confidential, NBA Integrity Unit, Preliminary Findings, Case File." Inside were alleged internal communications, emails between investigators, timestamps of betting patterns, and even digital wallet IDs that matched previous leaks. The leaks claimed that several betting accounts were connected to devices used within team facilities. And most shockingly, one of those devices allegedly belonged to an assistant under Chauncey Billups. ESPN interrupted live coverage with a special report. If this file is authentic, it's the biggest gambling scandal in modern sports history, said analyst Stephen A. Smith on air. This makes Donaghy look like a parking ticket. By now, the pressure was unbearable. Chauncey Billups had stayed silent for weeks, refusing all interviews. But after the leak, he finally stepped in front of cameras at a hastily arranged press conference in Portland. His face said everything: the fatigue, the anger, the disbelief. When he spoke, his voice was controlled, but the emotion underneath was unmistakable. "I've dedicated my life to this game," he said. "I've never bet on basketball. I've never compromised a game. The truth will come out." Reporters fired question after question. "Coach, were members of your staff involved? Did you know about the crypto transfers?" Billups clenched his jaw and simply said, "No comment. But I will not be a scapegoat." The clip went viral. Fans debated his tone, his body language, every pause. Some called him guilty, others called him a victim. "He looked like a man fighting for his legacy," one fan tweeted, "or a man hiding something big." Meanwhile, in Miami, Terry Rozier was facing his own nightmare. According to TMZ Sports, federal agents had visited his home early Thursday morning. Rozier's teammates were shaken. "He's keeping to himself," one insider told the Miami Herald. "You can tell it's eating him alive." That same night, Rozier posted a cryptic message on social media. "They can take everything from you but the truth." The FBI officially confirmed that its cybercrimes division was now working alongside the U.S. Attorney's Office. Agents were reportedly reviewing evidence not only from Rozier and Billups. Behind the scenes, subpoenas were flying. Digital forensics teams were pulling data from servers in Las Vegas, the Bahamas, and even Eastern Europe. "The scale is shocking," one law enforcement official said. "This isn't just a few bets. This is an ecosystem." Former players spoke out on podcasts. Charles Barkley didn't hold back. "This right here? This is poison to the game. You can't fix this with a press release." Online petitions demanded lifetime bans for anyone proven guilty. Meanwhile, sports betting companies began distancing themselves from the NBA. One major sponsor told CNBC, "Until this is resolved, we're on pause. No brand wants to be associated with corruption." The financial damage was snowballing, and for the NBA, that was just the beginning. Then a new bombshell dropped. A whistleblower, allegedly a former NBA data analyst, came forward, claiming that the league had been aware of minor betting irregularities months before the public ever found out. He provided alleged internal memos where executives discussed unusual betting, behavior tied to team-level data leaks. But the league wanted to keep it quiet, the whistleblower claimed. They thought it would blow over. If true, that meant the NBA might have knowingly delayed action, potentially making them complicit in the scandal's growth. Late one night, cameras caught Chauncey Billups leaving the Blazers facility alone. No entourage, no media team, just him, walking silently to his car under the glow of streetlights. When a reporter asked if he had anything to say to fans, he paused, looked down, and whispered, "I never thought it would end like this." That single line, barely audible, spread like wildfire. In Miami, Rozier was reportedly emotionally unstable, according to one source. His teammates rallied around him, but the tension was unbearable. "He's cracking," said the insider. "You can see it in his eyes. He's tired of being the villain." Then, Just when it seemed like the scandal had reached its peak, the first major twist hit. Federal investigators confirmed that while evidence of irregular activity existed, neither Billups nor Rozier had been charged. In fact, some of the suspicious betting accounts were now being linked to external data. This changes everything, said ESPN legal analyst Ryan Smith. If it's proven that this was a cyber leak, not insider betting, the narrative flips completely. Suddenly, what looked like betrayal could actually be something else. The NBA went quiet. No statements, no pressers, just silence. But that silence spoke volumes. With Terry Rozier's odd betting patterns now, pointed to a wider web of players and staff members involved in off-book wagers. A sports analyst on ESPN murmured, "This isn't just one player making a bad call. This could shake the foundation of NBA integrity." Chauncey Billups, a man once celebrated for his leadership and discipline, found himself pulled into the scandal. The accusation wasn't that he placed bets, but that he may have known about player activities and failed to report them. Reporters surrounded the Portland Trail Blazers training facility as the story broke. Cameras flashed. Questions flew. Billups, visibly shaken, addressed the media. "I've dedicated my life to this game. I don't gamble. I don't play that way. But I'll cooperate with every investigation," he said, his voice trembling slightly as microphones crowded his face. Old photos resurfaced of Billups at casinos during charity events. The narrative shifted from coach to suspect. Meanwhile, Terry Rozier couldn't stay silent any longer. In a tearful Instagram Live session, he faced millions of viewers. His eyes were swollen. His voice cracked as he tried to explain, "I made mistakes. I was chasing something I didn't even need. I love this game, but I let myself get caught up with the wrong people." A source close to the investigation revealed that Rozier's betting activity allegedly involved private offshore accounts and, possibly, a handler who managed bets for multiple athletes. It wasn't just a scandal anymore. It was a system. Federal eyes on the court as the FBI stepped in. Subpoenas started rolling out. The tone shifted from gossip to gravity. A CNN anchor reported, "Federal agents are now examining potential racketeering and fraud charges linked to the ongoing NBA betting scandal." Arena staff, assistant coaches, even referees were quietly interviewed. Leaked emails showed how betting lines changed in suspicious ways before certain games. Meanwhile, the NBA commissioner, Adam Silver, finally spoke. "This is one of the most serious threats to our sports integrity in modern history. We will cooperate fully and we will act decisively." His words echoed through the sports world. But fans weren't convinced. They always say they'll act. While the headlines focused on names and numbers, behind closed doors, families were breaking down. Rozier's mother was spotted outside her Charlotte home, crying as reporters camped outside. "He's a good boy," she whispered. "He just lost his way." And Billups, once Mr. Big Shot, a finals MVP, now faced sleepless nights and a future uncertain. Friends said he'd stopped answering calls, drowning himself in old game tapes, trying to remember when basketball was still pure. Terry Rozier was suspended indefinitely without pay pending the investigation. Chauncey Billups was placed on administrative leave by the Portland Trail Blazers. The press release was cold, factual, emotionless. But the reaction was volcanic. Sports talk radio exploded. Former players debated live on air. Was the NBA being too harsh or not harsh enough? "You think it stops here?" one commentator asked. "Wait till they dig deeper. This is just the tip of the iceberg." Rumors swirled that other players, even referees, could be next. Each NBA arena felt different now. Veteran players began calling for reform, for stricter monitoring of gambling links. But others feared this could lead to mass distrust. The once pristine image of professional basketball had been cracked open, exposing something darker beneath. Months later, the case finally reached its climax. Federal investigators presented findings that shocked even insiders. While Rozier admitted to placing bets through intermediaries, there was no conclusive evidence that Billups personally engaged in gambling. However, he had allegedly been warned about locker room conversations regarding betting and didn't report them. The NBA made its final ruling. Terry Rozier received a 2-season suspension and mandatory rehabilitation. Chauncey Billups was cleared of criminal wrongdoing, but his reputation was tarnished beyond repair. He resigned as head coach days later. In a quiet post on social media, Billups wrote, "I love basketball, but I can't lead while fighting shadows. I wish everyone the best." Terry Rozier, meanwhile, disappeared from the public eye. Months later, he was spotted coaching at a youth basketball clinic, smiling faintly, trying to rebuild. Reporters said he told one kid, "Don't ever let money decide your shot." Those words spread across the internet like wildfire. For many, it was a reminder that behind the drama, the scandals, and the spectacle, there were still people, still lessons. Today, the NBA's reputation still bears the scars. The league has implemented stricter monitoring systems, gambling education programs, and AI-based betting analysis to detect anomalies. "We watched for love of the game," one lifelong fan said in an interview. As the camera pans out on the final shot, the court empty, lights dimmed, echoes of sneakers fading, the narrator's voice returns. The NBA was built on heart, sweat, and belief. But when money seeps into the cracks, even the brightest court can fall into shadow. In the end, the question remains, when the next buzzer sounds, will we still believe in the game?